Hi guys, in this episode of E848, I am excited to be checking out finally Yeeun's solo debut with her song Cherry Coke. For those of you who didn't see my last video, I reacted to the song Nirvana Girl, which was by Sorn and featured Yeeun on it. And while the song wasn't necessarily as good as I was hoping it was going to be, Yeeun's feature was fine. Like, I enjoyed the whole release there. And I'm curious now to see what Yeeun on her own is going to do. Especially because Yeeun, I'm not sure whether she is my bias in COC, despite the fact that COC is no more, not a thing anymore. I always kind of flip-flop between Sword and Yeeun, especially in the latter half of COC's existence when they kind of became more girl crushy and everything. I really fell in love with Yeeun and her rapping, so I'm curious to see exactly what kind of style she's gonna go for with this song, how good her rapping is going to be, and everything. I'm curious. My current expectation is definitely influenced by a previous solo thing that she has done. I don't know in what shape or form it was, but I remember she did some kind of song called Barbie Girl. So my expectations for what this song is going to be is very much influenced by that. So I guess there's only one way to find out. So without further ado, let's get into the reaction in 3, 2, 1. I already love her look.
Flavors. We got the flavors. It's so contagious.
She looks amazing.
The greatest. Taking negative. Favorite tasty, good, critical. Overload. We get so wavy, talk so in love. 너도 알지 이건 strange. 톡톡 쏘지, never thirsty. Overload. Shaking it up, making it all lose control.
Okay. Okay, she is doing Korean as well. It's not a full English song.
Cherry Coke. Cherry Coke. Cherry Coke. Cherry Coke.
Yeah, this is a song very fitting for her, for sure.
Flavors.
I feel like this song is gonna be such a grower for me. Right now I feel like the instrumental is a little lacking, but I think that's the point for it, you know?
Cherry Coke. Cherry Coke.
She looks amazing. There's definitely some influences reminiscent of Barbie Girl, especially in this part with that outfit. But it's also not quite that, like it's more different. And I kind of dig it. Okay, now we're getting some of that energy that I feel like was missing for most of the song. Man, if I didn't have a crush on her before, I definitely have one now, because she looks amazing in this music video. I just want to say that, man. This is probably my favorite look of her ever. Like, her with the blonde hair was always such a smack to the face. But in this one, especially with like the red jacket and the denim skirt, she looks so good. Oh my god, I genuinely have such a crush on her now. She looks so good. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of better than I expected. It's definitely a more high quality song than I expected. Because, I mean, I don't know under what company she is. I don't really know the situation with her as a solo artist. Like, she's most likely under a small company and everything, but I don't know necessarily how much money they had to, like, pour into her solo debut and everything. But the song definitely feels more typical K-pop and more higher quality than Soren's songs do, if that makes any sense. Because, like, I'm not saying, like, Soren's songs are low quality or bad or anything, but they, one, don't feel like K-pop songs, don't sound like K-pop songs necessarily, and two, they definitely have a little bit of a lower budget vibe to them, mainly because of the music videos, but they do feel like more American indie thing rather than a K-pop thing. Whereas this feels like an average K-pop music video. Like it doesn't feel low budget at all. And for the song as well, feels very much like a K-pop song, like a typical K-pop song. It doesn't feel like it has any deficiencies or any parts of it that are low quality. Sure, I have my gripes with the song that I'm gonna get into in a second, but none of those gripes have anything to do with like the budget that the song had to work with in terms of its creation and even in terms of the music video. You know, I think it feels like you're like an average K-pop, averagely budgeted K-pop song is what I'm trying to say. Whereas for what the song itself is, I'm not necessarily a big fan of the almost non-existent instrumental for most of the song. Like, I feel like it just kind of takes all the energy that the song would otherwise have and just does not give it to me, only for the song to kind of throw all of that at me at the end there, where it kind of explodes a little bit more. And that is 100% intentional. Like, that is very much not a mistake that they've made in the production of this song. And at the end of the day, like, what do I know? I'm just a K-pop fan. Like, I'm not a music producer or anything. I'm just saying this from the perspective of a fan. So keep that in mind before you comment your hate comments down below. But, like, it's very much intentional the way they've done it, which is why it doesn't really bother me ultimately too much. Like, because I see what they were going for and I'm okay with it. Sure, I enjoy more energetic songs right off the bat, not songs that kind of play with like gimmicks and stuff necessarily to make it appear more hard-hitting, but I still think it's fine. I still think it's entertaining. I see what they're doing, and I think the build-up towards the drop at the end actually works. And I feel like long-term, I'm gonna end up enjoying it more, because right now, having sat down and doing this reaction, I'm obviously interested to get a song that really blows me away, that is very energetic and over the top and in my face and everything. And not every song is gonna give me that. Thus, not like every song is like fitting necessarily for the reaction style that I typically do. But I feel like in terms of a song that I listen to in my free time, not whenever I'm doing a reaction, I think this is going to be a song that I'm going to end up enjoying quite a lot. It fits with the style of songs that I listen to most of the time. And I feel like it's going to be a grower for me because of that build-up that it does, where it doesn't really have a hard-hitting instrumental for most of the song, and then it explodes at the end. I think that build-up is going to be very catchy in the long run, so yeah, that's kind of interesting. And we're obviously going to give it a second listen before I say my final thoughts. Maybe it's going to already get much better on the second listen, and maybe I'm going to notice something that I didn't notice on the first listen. So let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. Man, I get such a gender envy from her.
We got the flavors.
She's goals, for sure. If I ever manage to transition properly, I would love to look like her. This song also has a little bit of a third generation vibe to it, which I also really like. But I love how much of a perfect song for her this is. Like, it kind of shows all of her personality. Like, you have the hard-hitting side of things with like the badass rapper that she is, but you also have the more happy-go-lucky and cutesy part of it as well. You know? It's such a good fusion of the two. I love that. I really like the pre-chorus. God, she's so pretty. I can't get over how pretty she is in this one, man. She's so cute. Yeah, the vibe of the pre-chorus is straight out of the third generation, and I love that. It seems like we are seeing a little bit of a resurgence of the third generation K-pop style recently. Because it's not the first, nor is it gonna be the last song that has this kind of vibe, I feel like. Because like recently, Jimin from BTS debuted solo, and his songs felt like very old school BTS. Like I reacted to earlier today to Suga's solo comeback, and his rapping in that song was old school BTS like, and I really enjoyed that. And now we have Yeeun with a solo debut with a vibe during at least part of the song that is very third gen-esque. I really love that. Like, for me, the third generation of K-pop music-wise was so awesome and so distinct, and I so love it. At this point, nostalgia is playing a big factor in how much I love it and everything. But man, that style was... It felt... It's kind of weird to describe, weird and hard to describe how I felt about it, but it felt so refreshing, so modern, and yet so nostalgic even back then and all at the same time. And now it's especially nostalgic because at this point I'm like 22 years old. It's been 6 years, 7 actually. It's gonna be 7 years this year since I became a K-pop fan. I just miss that style of K-pop. Like, 4th generation K-pop hasn't been quite as fun necessarily. Like, I've enjoyed it and everything, but the style of 3rd generation I still kind of love more. Maybe once we get into 5th gen K-pop, I'm gonna be yearning for the days of 4th gen. But yeah, I don't know. The point is, I really like the style and the vibe of the song, and I honestly like this one more than I thought I was going to, all things considered. I thought that it was gonna be in the same ballpark as Sorn stuff has been. And don't get me wrong, I love Sorn's solo stuff. I love the vibe. I love the style. But this feels like a more proper, like, K-pop song kind of song. Whereas, like I said, Sorn stuff feels more indie. And I like them for it, you know? But this feels like a more proper K-pop song. And I also like it for it, you know? And in terms of a rating, I am honestly going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I'm kind of blown away a little bit. Again, still have my gripes with the song, most of which are gonna get ironed out the more I listen to it. but those are gripes that I have with the song right now, so I'm gonna still stick with the more accurate rating of a 9.5 out of 10. Because I can easily give it a 10 out of 10 because of how much it's blown me away and how much I actually like it compared to what I thought I was gonna feel about it. But if you want a more accurate rating, it is a 9.5 out of 10 for me, so yeah, I don't know. I am curious though, what do you guys think about this song? So comment your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 4 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corvidet, and Andrew. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, have continued to support me such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do like, subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!